Keir Starmer now says he's the guy that's going to control our borders. The same Keir Starmer that decriminalised illegal immigration, has prioritised illegals over our own good people, has thrown them into hotels and generally prioritised them for housing as well, and wanted to make sure that anyone who spoke out against illegal immigration was called far right and put in prison. But now suddenly he's all for it. He also says that those arriving in our country should speak English. Maybe he could go to Birmingham or Bradford or Luton or Leicester or any other of his voting areas and say that, because none of them will understand a bloody word.
Morning, it's Keir here. My director of strategy, who's a right ginger, has said that I should explain our new policy on migration very simply. So before, we loved illegals. We couldn't get enough of illegals. Illegals, come, welcome. I helped bring them in. I put them in hotels. I also love a Rwandan. I love me a stubby Rwandan. In fact, I love all illegals.
Last night, British politics took another sudden turn, and it's left millions of voters asking one blunt question: when did the message on border control change? Because the man now promising to take back control is the same figure many critics accuse of going soft on enforcement only a short time ago. The shift is sharp, the timing is suspicious, and the internet is on fire. Over the past week, the Prime Minister...
Because they are the ones that vote for us. So if you go to any of the Labour strongholds, Luton, Leicester, Birmingham, Bradford, all you'll find is Muslims, and we can buy their vote for 20 quid. But then we got beaten by reform. So now we say, we cannot stand illegals. We are the ones that will control the border. You can trust us. We will stop them coming.
Here's the thing here. I've had a thought that fixes a lot of your problems. So, you're looking to put boots on the ground in Ukraine, specifically Kyiv. I thought, why don't you get all the people that had a Ukraine flag on their social media profile? Obviously they had to take down their NHS one and their LGBTQ one to put up the Ukraine one. But those people, and the people who took in a Ukrainian into their homes like a little pet, you know, just for Christmas. The people that are like, oh yeah, we've got one. Yeah, we've got a Ukrainian family. Yeah. We've got a Ukrainian family, because we're a better kind of person.
has declared that his government will take a tougher stance on the borders, tighten enforcement, and demand stronger integration from those arriving in the UK, including a renewed emphasis on speaking English. Supporters say this is long overdue. Critics say it sounds like a total rewrite of recent history. And that's where the controversy really begins. Online, opponents are accusing him of political whiplash, claiming that for years Labour downplayed public concerns, defended hotel accommodation for asylum seekers, and dismissed critics as extremists. Now, after bruising local election results and the rise of reform at the ballot box, the language has changed almost overnight. The same issues, a very different tone. And that change in tone has exposed a deeper nerve in the country. Because this isn't just about numbers anymore. It's about trust. Voters are asking whether this is a genuine policy shift or a desperate attempt to win back ground that's being lost. When leaders change direction this fast, people don't just listen to the words. They interrogate the motive. The Prime Minister now says that English language ability is key to social cohesion. On the surface, that sounds widely accepted across the political spectrum. Integration matters. Communication matters. Shared civic life matters. But the explosive reactions online show that many people feel this is being said far too late after years of pressure on schools, housing, and local services. At the same time, critics are questioning whether enforcement will actually follow. Because it's one thing to announce tougher controls. It's another thing to deliver removals, workplace checks, and rapid processing at scale. Governments of all colors have promised control before, and voters remember how often those promises faded into bureaucracy. Then, just as the immigration debate reached boiling point, the conversation veered into foreign policy and Ukraine. The Prime Minister reiterated that Britain stands with Kyiv and is prepared to expand its support. Immediately, critics jumped on what they see as a contradiction: strength abroad, uncertainty at home. To some voters, it feels like priorities are being pulled in opposite directions. And here's the political danger for Labour. This debate is no longer being driven by party conferences or press teams. It's being driven by ordinary voters online, in workplaces, in pubs, and at the ballot box. Immigration, borders, and national identity aren't niche issues anymore. They are now vote-deciding issues. So the question hanging over Westminster tonight is brutally simple. Is this a genuine reset on borders and integration, or a political pivot driven by fear of losing power? Because once voters decide you're saying what they want to hear rather than what you truly believe, winning back trust becomes the hardest battle of all.